And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. 1 Kings 2, verse 3. Keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes, his commandments, his judgments and testimonies, so that thou mayest prosper in all thou doest. 1 Kings 2:3, beloved, hear this. The charge of the Lord is no dry code written in stone, but a living covenant between your own wonderful human imagination and the one who wedded himself to that bridal power within you. To walk in his ways is simply to live each moment in the assumption that God's eternal statutes already unfold within your consciousness. Your statutes, commandments, judgments, testimonies, these are the building blocks of Christ forming in you. You do not keep them by straining the outer senses into obedience, but by joyfully rehearsing in your inner chamber the perfect scene that implies their fulfillment. Imagine now, you have walked in his way. See yourself flourishing, hear your own testimony of triumph over lack, taste the prosperity that has no limit in the world of Caesar. As you hold that assumption, the outer man Esau with all his protests must give way, for he serves the elder, your true self Israel, the bride loved by God. In that embrace of your imagination and the Lord, Christ is born. And when Christ is in you, the hope of glory comes forth as visible result. This is the ground of true prosperity. It is not measured by bank accounts nor external signposts of success, but by the unwavering fidelity of your inner kingdom to the unseen decree. It is done. Keep his charge then, not as a burden, but as the delight of a bride who knows her husband's will. And in that union the promise is fulfilled, prosperity in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. This verse distinguishes two states of consciousness: the distracted outer self, bound by circumstances, Esau, and the responsive inner self, Jacob or Israel, your own vivid imagination. The outer self reacts to what is. The inner self conceives what could be and loves that possibility even before evidence appears. Keep the charge of the Lord is really a call to guard your seed idea, the desire you plant in your imagination. To walk in his ways means to live in the feeling of the end accomplished. His statutes are the unbreakable laws of assumption. His commandments are the instructions to dwell in that fulfilled state. His judgments are the inner decisions that favor your dream over your current reality. His testimonies are the internal proofs you record as you live from your end. This dynamic of planting, dwelling, deciding, and witnessing is the engine of manifestation. What divine power this reveals is your imagination made one with infinite intelligence. You possess the godlike ability to conceive a desired scene, feel its reality, and thereby call your world into harmonious alignment. You are both the bride who conceives and the Lord who fulfills, united in creative fusion. Begin by choosing a single, heartfelt desire that resonates deeply within you. During moments of stillness, allow yourself to paint a brief inner scene that gently implies its fulfillment. Notice the sights that surround you, the sounds you hear, the warmth you feel in your chest. Once this vision takes shape, move into it fully, as though it were already real, bathing in a sense of gratitude and unwavering certainty. Carry that same feeling with you throughout your day, walking in his ways and letting your actions flow from this place of faith. When evening comes, drift into sleep while you remain nestled in the imagined scene, letting its comforting reality cradle you into rest. As you guard this inner vision and live in its light, you ground the divine promise in your own experience. By loyally dwelling in that unseen reality, the world around you begins to rearrange itself in harmonious response to your inward state. In this subtle alchemy of consciousness, Scripture reveals itself not as a set of tasks to perform for God, but as an unveiling of how God moves and speaks through you.